Happy Sunday, everyone. Let's get making some fun food. Today's treat is going to be an old favorite, which everyone I think in this planet has eaten Rice Krispie treats. So this is no different. The only difference is we're going to decorate it festive for the holidays. Christmas is here, so we are going to use some red, green, and white candy corns that we're going to chop up and mix inside, and then we're going to use a cookie cutter. We're going to actually press it using a gallon bag and then use this to cut them out. So no different than what you've already made, so you don't really need to follow the recipe. However, you do need about 1.5 cups of chopped or cut candy corn, whatever. But if you've never made Rice Krispies, let's go over the ingredients. We've got 6 cups of Rice Krispies cereal, any brand. We've got 6 cups of marshmallows. Now, we ran out of marshmallows, so, well, my son ate my entire bag of the little ones. So we're going to our backup, which is campfire. Do you see how huge these are? So I'm going to figure out, we're probably going to do about 8 cups because these take up so much space and there's not a lot. There'll be room in between, but you would normally do 1 package of the small marshmallows, the miniatures, or 6 cups if you happen to buy it in bulk. You need a half a stick plus a little bit more to be able to press it so it doesn't stick to your hands, but a half a stick of butter that we're going to throw in the pot and melt. We've got the candy corn, which again is 1.5 cups. I've got a Christmas tree, if you can see that, Christmas tree cookie cutter. You can use any one if you want, or not any at all. And then I've got the bag holder, which when this is hot, this is finished, I'm actually going to pour in the bag holder, seal it, press it down to make it flat so that I can cut it easily. So let's get making. All right, we have our stove on medium-high. I don't want to burn it in case I'm not watching it. You know my patience is like limited, so I'm back and forth. But I've got my half a stick, a little more though, but a half a stick of butter, you can see. And then I've got marshmallows. And again, I'm trying to figure it out with these giant ones. Do you see how huge these are? This is insane. I could probably build, look at this. This is crazy how tall these are. Anyway, so you would use 6 cups of miniature marshmallows or 1 pack of the regular size marshmallows. I'm trying to figure how this normally fills about half my pan when I put the marshmallows, so that's how I calculated it. If you're one like me and your 7-year-old decided to eat the entire bag of miniatures. But we're going to let this cook. We need to melt it, stir it occasionally so that we don't burn it. If you've ever burnt marshmallows, which my hand is up, OMG, you just would rather throw away the pan than have to clean it. So let's get these going and we'll see you soon. The marshmallow and butter is almost melted, and so we've just got probably another minute or so. Now what we're going to do as soon as this is finished is we're going to put the candy corn and the 6 cups of Rice Krispies right in here to mix it up. Then we'll transfer it in the bag. Now when the marshmallows are melting with the butter, I am just chopping the candy corn. And you know that I use a plastic vinyl mat for everything. You don't need to grab a cutting board and wash it and all of that nonsense. I use these for everything. They're not going to damage your counters. And you really need a chainsaw to cut through them. So they're pretty safe. But I'm just using a big chef's knife, going slowly, because if you try to go fast, they're going to fling everywhere. You don't want to do that. And I really don't want to get a food processor messy because, well, I don't want to clean it. So, and there's no need to. This just takes a couple minutes while those, the marshmallows are melting. And you can see, you don't need it in bite-sized pieces, and periodically, as you can hear me now, I'm stirring away, making sure that I don't burn the bottom. We've got it on low right now, so it's probably another 3 to 5 minutes because I certainly, I have been the one that has burned the bottom 1,000 times before I actually liked cooking, or before I learned patience, not liked cooking. So I have to watch it. This is mine. And me cutting these right here is the reason that I have to stay right next to them to keep an eye on them. But we'll just keep melting away. It's time to start mixing. I put the Rice Krispies on one side, the candy corn on the other, and now we're going to mix it up. All right, it is ready to go. It is tasty. It looks yummy. And I'm going to put it in the bag holder. You see, really simply, just kind of scoop it out. It's still warm. It's okay, I swear. Just scoop it right in here. Use the side of the bag if you need to just wipe off your spoon. Oh, yeah. There's nothing like licking your hands off of making Rice Krispie treats. And these look so cute because it's festive, they're holiday. And the candy corn adds just a nice little fun texture and of course makes it the color of the season. And you know I'm scraping, you see my finger right here? Do you know what that's gonna happen in a minute? It's gonna pop in my mouth so I can just make sure, taste test it. You know, I certainly would not want to make something in front of you that isn't good. So I've got to load up my finger to make sure I have a good bite of all aspects of this pot of Rice Krispie treats. And I think we're actually done. We've got it all. Scrape all this off. I really do need to try that. So I might have to put you on hold. Scrape it off the spoon, beauty of using bags. And then just get it off the side. All right, so you see this? I'm gonna go eat it. I'll see you in a second. I have taste tested it and it is quite tasty, so you should have no problem tempting your travelers that are visiting you during the holidays to try it too. How's that? All right, my hands are clean. My Rice Krispie treats are in the bag. I'm going to remove the bag. You know, that's how it works. I'm going to seal the bag, and you're probably going, what are you doing? Oh, I have to try another one because it's like popping up the side. And there's another. There we go. Oh, do you hear that crunch? I love, love, love them. So we're going to seal the bag just like we always do. But instead of mixing it, because we've already mixed it in the pot, we're going to press it. We're going to press it. And you see how I'm going to make this into one nice flat surface. Open it up a little bit. And it is warm. That's okay. That's how, just like you do in a pan. The only difference is here, I'm not going to serve it in a pan. I want to cut these into, like I said, I'm going to use the cookie cutters. So I'm going to store it just like this. Make sure that I press it all the way out in the bag to the corners. Do you see how I'm doing this? Really simple. And if you had 2 kids or several people, you can make several batches or divide it up so they could each do this. This is really fun for the kids. But make sure I get all the way to the corner because I want a perfect square, because when I start cutting, that's what I'm going to do. Excellent. So now we're going to do this. The same thing that you're going to do with if you were using a 9x13 pan to put this in. We're going to put it in the fridge and let it cool and get stiff so we can easily cut it. All right. We have the Rice Krispies treats are out of the fridge. They have gotten hard, and we've actually started to use the cookie cutters to cut them. Now what we did, just so I can show you really quickly, is that the bag was sealed just like this. We just use our pair of scissors and cut it right through and on the sides. So it opens right up. It's a nice little workspace so we don't get our counters messy. Now, what we've done is, and you can see what they look like when they're cut. Aren't they cute? It's like little stained glass Rice Krispie treats. They're so pretty. And you can do any shape, really. I'm doing Christmas trees, so basically you want to work it along the edges, just as if anything. Push down, and I got a lot of weight behind me, so I have no problem doing it. Then basically, now it still sticks. Rice Krispie treats stick to just about anything, but you're able to pick it right up and pull it out. See how easy that is? Let's do another one. Just like this. And again, use any shape you want. And so your family will enjoy it. See, and it just picks it right up, does not stick, no mess. Perfect. All right, guys, so thanks so much for joining me. I hope you like this little candy corn Rice Krispie treats. Have a wonderful holiday, and please, please, please subscribe above my thumb and visit us at todaysliving.net. Thanks so much. See you soon.